Today we're going to be looking at substitution and how to substitute into expressions. So I've got 4 expressions on the board, okay, and I've been given numbers for the letters, okay, and we're going to substitute those numbers in for the letters. Okay, they don't always have to be, x isn't always 4, y isn't always 6. The one thing I need you to work on is your writing out as well, to make sure that you get put in the right way. Let's try the first one. Now 3x of course means 3 times x. A number next to a letter means that number times that letter. X is 4, so we would write equals 3 times 4. We put the equals underneath and we put 12. That's easy because it's just one letter and there's just one thing to do. This one's a bit more complex because there's 2 things to do. 2 times y minus 7. Y in this case is 6, so we do 2 times 6. We substitute the 6 in for the y, take away 7. 2 times 6 of course is 12, minus 7 is 5. Nice and simple. Let's have a look at these 2 bottom ones. I'm going to keep the numbers there. This one's got 2 letters. We shouldn't panic though, okay? All we do is do them separately. This means 2 times x. X of course is 4, so we do 2 times 4. This one is 3 times y. Y is 6, so we have a plus in the middle, and then 3 times 6. If you wanted to, you could put these bits in brackets to indicate we're doing those first. We do the multiplication first. 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 6 is 18, and then we add those 2 together to make 26. All the time keeping my equal signs going down the page. This last one doesn't even have any numbers yet, okay? It's all letters. Doesn't mean that we do anything differently. The x and the y next to each other means that they times by each other. So x is 4, y is 6, so all we're doing is 4 times 6, and then we've got that minus sign in between, and then we have the y is 6. 4 times 6 being 24, minus 6, 18. So that's basic substitution. But what they could do is they could give you a little bit more complex. They could give you a formula. Okay, to find out if someone's costing some pens, we can use the following formula. 20n equals c, where n is the number of pens, c is the final cost in pens. Now using formula is just the same. We shouldn't really be doing anything differently. Okay, I'll keep the formula there. To work out how much is 7 pence, all I've got to do is write down what my n is, my number of pens. My number of pens is 7. So instead of doing 20 times n, I'm going to be doing 20 times 7 to get me this cost, and 20 times 7 is 140 pence. And of course, if we get a different number of pens now, n just changes. So n is no longer 7, n is now 9. I almost wrote 7 again. So instead of doing 20 times n, or 20 times 7, I'm doing 20 times 9 to get me c, and of course 20 times 9 is 180 pence. Thank you.